Yo, what up, guys? You know who it is. It's your guy. It's your dude. It's your Lord and Savior. It's just AJ. Welcome to another episode of Don't Listen. I know I talk with my hands a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry, whatever. But, man, thank y'all so much for tuning into the episode. And before I get into what I want this podcast to consist of, first I want to mention that I was looking at my analytics. I was looking at like where people listen to my podcast at and stuff. And I just want to say shout out to UK and Germany, man, because like it's crazy because I do have some listeners that are actually tuning into the podcast and checking it out. So if you are currently listening to this podcast and you're not if you're not in the United States, if you're not in the US, feel free to comment below. Like, let me know what's up, man. Let me know where you're from. Thank you again for tuning in. And also, if anyone's not from Texas and is tuning into Don't Listen, I want to know where you're from. All right, so feel free to comment below as well. I would appreciate it. I really want to start engaging with the few listeners I do have right now because obviously it's going to grow. It's going to take time, but I do have some listeners and I do want to know where y'all from. So please, I cannot say it enough. Comment below. I do want to chat with the people that are listening to this podcast. So thank you and welcome to Don't Listen. Alright, guys, so this podcast will consist of, I am going to talk about the top hits from, drumroll please, at the early 2000s. Yes, I'm going to talk about the top R&B hits from the early 2000s. I'm going to be more specific. It's not going to be about hip-hop this time. It's going to be about R&B, and we're going to talk about the top hits. I did so much research on this, and literally I have been just consuming myself in R&B music for the past few days to get myself ready for this podcast. Because, man, honestly, it's been a while since I've even listened to R&B music. Like, I remember growing up as a kid, I used to jam the shit out of R&B music. Like, my first CD I ever bought growing up was an R&B song, an R&B album. And I'm going to just hop straight into that story. And I'm going to tell some stories and how some of these songs relate to my life and how it's not relate to my life, but have been in my life. I just want to really basically it's going to be story time, straight up. So the first one I do want to talk about is my first CD I ever bought as a kid. I think I was like 8 or 9, maybe 10. It was like 2002, 2003. And I remember growing up, me and my family, we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So like buying a CD was kind of a big deal to my family. Or to like because I remember going like to Walmart and stuff, and I'm always wanting my dad to buy me like candy or buy me something as a kid, and like he never would let me, never. But I remember the first time I bought a CD, it was Usher's album. It was one of Usher's albums, and it was 8701. If you know what I'm talking about, man, it's such a great album, 8701. But that was the first CD I ever bought as a kid, and I remember when my dad bought that for me, I was so happy, dude, like so excited. I was like, yes, a fucking CD. I remember I got a red boombox as a kid for like Christmas or for my birthday, and just getting that first CD to put in my first boombox was like, dude, oh my god, it was just like such an experience. I'm so grateful that my dad bought me that CD, and I literally jammed the shit. I'm telling you, I jammed the shit out of Usher's 8701 album, dude. On that album, You Got It Bad, you got You Remind Me, you got You Don't, I always forget the name, You Don't Have a Call, or I already forgot the name of that last one. That was really good. I already fucking up. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about, 8701, Usher, man, dude, like, good times listening to that album. I want to know what was y'all's first CD you ever bought, you know? Like, let me know what's up. I want to know what y'all listen to. And it's crazy because like CDs nowadays are kind of going away. But I can remember like the first 3 CDs I ever bought as a kid growing up. And because like I didn't buy cassettes. I mean, I wasn't really into cassettes at the time. And now it's crazy because now like I want to buy vinyls and I want to buy cassettes now. But like back when I was a kid, I really wasn't into cassettes. But I remember the first 3 CDs I bought, it was Usher. And the other 2 were like collaborative albums. They're Crunk Hits. I bought Crunk Hits, was my second album. And then I bought like a Now 17, I think, was my third CD I ever bought as a kid. Well, not me, but my parents bought it for me. Which I think is still hilarious. Now 17. I can remember it was like a wintry snowflake album. Man, I can't remember what songs were on there. I don't know. I think I remember listening to Let Me Love You from Now 17. I might be wrong. I don't know. But Let Me Love You was another hit in the early 2000s. And again, with that song, dude, like, I'm the type of dude, like, I can sit in my room, put a song on or put an album on and just chill. I can just stare at the roof and just sing the song, listen to the song, or dance in my room. Like, I enjoy doing that shit, to be honest. On days that I don't want to go out and spend money, I do that, and I enjoy doing that. And I remember as a kid, because when you're a kid, when you're like 8, 9, 10, like, you can't leave the house. You can't drive and go for a cruise in your car. Like, you're a fucking kid. So as a kid, like, I would just sit in my room and just listen to these albums and just, think about. It's crazy now that I'm older and now I see myself what I'm doing, because when I was a kid, I would lay in bed, listen to the music, and just wonder where the fuck I'm going to be in, like, the next 10 years. I remember doing that as a kid, and now I'm here doing this, and it's just like, oh, shit, and I'm talking about it now. It's awesome. It's fucking great. And, yeah, dude, I remember listening to Usher's album, first CD I ever bought. Sick as fuck. But yeah, man, that just good fucking times. Doing the research and listening to these songs again, now as an adult, I'm like, it brings back so much memories. So many memories. And another thing I want to talk about is if you've ever heard of NB Riders. NB Riders. RIDAZ. If you've heard of that group, please let me know. If you're listening to this podcast right now, please let me know if you've heard of that group, because I've asked so many people if they know who that is before I recorded this podcast, and they didn't. So for the people that do not know who NB Riders is, it is a Hispanic R&B group. They only came out with like 2 albums in the early 2000s. I only know a couple of their songs, but the only reason I do remember them is because, like, the town I grew up in was I want to say like 75% Hispanic, 25% white. So it was a big, huge Hispanic community in my hometown. And I remember just as a kid, man, as a teenager at this time, I think I was a teenager by now. I think I was like 13, maybe. I remember my cousin Rebecca showing me who NB Riders was. And it was me, my cousin Rebecca, and my cousin Marcus. We're a huge, we always, not huge, I mean, what the hell am I saying? We're always together. We're like the 3 Musketeers, you know what I'm saying? And we were never separated, ever. And I was only, because my parents got divorced at a young age. So on the weekends, I was with them too. And then during the week, I was at my house with my dad. So every weekend, we were always together, always chilling. And my cousin Rebecca had older sisters that were like 17, 18. So they were really into this group, NB Riders. And I remember Rebecca showing me this music, and I was like, oh shit, I like, because at that time I was really big into R&B. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to Usher, I was listening to all the Mario, I was listening to all these different, artists back in the day. And like, ooh, I didn't even mention Maria by Santana, but that song too. Check that song out. But yeah, I was into all this music. So when she showed me this NB Riders, and they had like Pretty Girl, they had So Fly, they had Notice Me. Those are 3 of their songs that are like pretty big. Pretty Fly, Notice Me. For sure, check out Pretty Fly, because that's a good song. But yeah, I remember her showing me this music, and I was like, oh shit, it's dope as hell. But now that I look at it, I'm like, man, no one knows who they are, I don't think, unless like you grew up listening to them. I don't know. But yeah, for sure, let me know if, man, I want to know so bad. Like, am I the only person that knows who they are? Like, I mean, we'll see. I don't know. But yeah, NB Riders. Man, that's crazy looking back at those stories, listening to that music. I can remember hanging out with my cousin's older sister in her apartment, and, we're just chilling, doing some things, and listening to this music, and I was like, oh shit. Like, I literally did not remember who they were until, I was, like I said, doing the research for the podcast, and I was like, I just remember off the top of my head, and I typed it into Spotify, and I put one of the songs on, and I was like, yo, dude. Just memories come flowing back to my head. And then I called one of my cousins up, and I was like, yo, dude, I was like, I'm doing research for this podcast, bro. Like, you remember us listening to R&B Riders? He just starts laughing, dude. And I started laughing. I'm like, yeah, dude, it's crazy, bro. Like, I was telling you, it brings back so many memories. Yo, shout out to the homie Marcus. If you're listening, tuning in, appreciate you, bro. But yeah, dude, like, man, just so many memories come back. And like, just us just chilling, having a good time. You know, as a kid, you don't got no worries, you got no stress, you don't got shit to worry about, you don't got bills to pay, all this bullshit. You know, back then, it just, you know, you have a good time. And like, man, it's just some good times, listening to some good music. But yeah, R&B Riders, man. I'm just smiling because it's just like, just all the crazy shit as a kid that I did, man. I'm just crazy. But man, the music just really it was good. It was good. Like, I literally, doing the research for this, like I said, doing the research for this podcast, man, there's like so much good music that came out in the early 2000s. Like, the best, hands down, the best R&B music came out in the early 2000s. Maybe the late 90s, for sure. Like, no bullshit, for sure. And another story I got for y'all is, do y'all know that song No One by Alicia Keys? And if you do, my story is going to be about that song. So, I want to say I was like 5th or 6th grade. I want to say like 5th grade, listening to this song. And I remember, it was probably like, it was probably like 7th grade, 7th or 8th grade. Remember listening to No One. And at the time, this is when I first started dating, you know. I mean, when you're a kid, you start dating like 7th, 8th grade. Dating, technically, you know, you're a fucking kid, but whatever. You started getting girlfriends and shit, you know. But I remember at the time me and my girlfriend, this was our fucking song. I remember that clearly, clear as day. This was our song, and it was crazy. Like, just looking back at it, it's so funny. No One. I mean, Alicia Keys made some great music. Like, back in the early 2000s, made some great music, hands down, man. Like, I was listening to some Alicia Keys when I was at work today, and I was like, man, she made some great music back in the early 2000s, for real. But this one, for sure, I can remember because, like I said, it was me and my girlfriend's song at the time. And, you know, shit happens, whatever. You know, as a kid, you think you're in love and shit. You think you love each other, but, like, in reality, it's just, you a kid. You really don't know what love is at the time. At least in my opinion. But, yeah, No One. It was our song for sure. And the crazy thing is, like, at the time, she you know how it is when you're a kid. You're saying you love each other and stuff, but you know you don't really know. You don't know what it means. Whatever. You don't know what you're really saying. But later on down the road, I want to say this about like a year ago, like 2 years ago. She's like, we like linked up again. Like, we linked up as kids, and then we linked up again as adults. And I remember her telling me, like, you remember when we were kids and we just used to listen to No One and all that shit? That was our song and shit. And I was like, yeah. And we were just like reminiscing about the music we used to listen to, the shit we used to do as kids and just hang out, me and her, and then me and her and our friends and stuff, you know. And then she just brought up, she's like, you know, I really did love you. Like, looking back at it, you were like the first love of my life. And I was like, dude, fucking mind blown. Poof. I was like, what? That's crazy, bro. Like, what? But yeah, man, it's crazy how just like, you know, life is, man. Life changes, music changes, life changes. But that's just another story from another song that I listened to when I was a kid in the early 2000s. No One, Alicia Keys. Yeah, man. I mean, there's just so much good music. I mean, we even got like Ja Rule and Ashanti came out with some dope shit. When in the early 2000s, they got Always on Time. And I can't remember the other song. And there was another banger with Ja Rule and Ashanti. Let me see if I can find it. And if you know what I'm talking about, I'm pretty sure you do. Because, I mean, Ja Rule and Ashanti just came out with some dope-ass shit, boy. Back in the early 2000s. Like, man, they were so good. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Because I really want to find early 2000s. Because I already know there's this one Always on Time song with Ja Rule and Ashanti. But there's another one that they they did together that was like, dude, it was a banger, bro. It was a banger. I'm gonna find it because I am not. Never mind. Fuck, I don't know. But man, they did some amazing music together, and Mesmerize. Oh, I found that shit. I didn't think I was gonna find it, but I found it. Mesmerize is another song with Ashanti and Ja Rule. Those two songs back in the early 2000s, boy. I still listen to that shit now, and I'm just like, damn. It's like, because when you're a kid, listen to it, you're like, oh, it's a good song. But now when you're an adult, and if you've gone through some shit, and you listen to the music, you're like, damn, this is some fire ass shit, boy. Like, this is some good shit, boy. This ain't just a piece of the pork chop. It's a whole damn pork chop, you know? So good. So good. Always on time. Ashanti, Ja Rule. Mesmerize. I like Mesmerize more than I like Always on Time. Just saying. That's my opinion. But then you even got the boy Nelly, who came out with some dope shit too. You got Dilemma. It was funny because today at work, before I started doing this podcast, when I was at work, my homie after close, he put the song on. Shout out Ruben, what's up, boy? He put the song on, and I was like, oh, this is a good song by Nelly. I was like, is this country grammar? And I was like, damn. As soon as I said it, I was like, you stupid. It's fucking Dilemma, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, Ruben called me out on that too, so it's whatever. But you know, I can't always be right, bro. I can't always be right. Yo, I'm going to tell this story too. This is going to go back on Usher's music. Because like I said, as a kid, I listened to Usher a lot in the early 2000s. And I can remember, you know, when we wake up in the morning as a kid going to school and you put the TV on and you got to put on MTV. Got to put the music videos on. Man, it sucks that MTV don't really put on, I mean, no one really watches TV anymore. But it sucks that MTV stopped playing music videos on their, you know, on their channel. Because I remember as a kid, waking up in the morning, getting dressed to jump on the bus. And while you're waiting for the bus, you're watching MTV, you're watching music videos. And I remember as a kid, like, watching the Usher music videos and, like, just mimicking his dance moves. And I remember as a kid, growing up, I wanted to be a dancer. And I can just remember watching, like, music videos like Caught Up, music videos like You Got It Bad, music videos like You Remind Me, You Don't Have the Call, like, and just mimicking his dance moves. And, man, it's just like, bro. There was just so much good music back then, dude. Like, fuck. It's, like, awesome to look back at it and just, like, think about it. It's just fucking sick. Even, like, that song, Let Me Love You, which, by the way, which I just found out about this, but Neo actually wrote that song and Mario sang it, which is, like, I didn't even fucking know that. And my bad. I don't know. I just didn't know that. That was crazy. But, yeah, Let Me Love You by Mario was written by Neo. And, yo, what the fuck? I guess I gotta start doing fucking pay attention to who's actually writing this shit instead of who's just performing it and singing it, you know? But yeah, Neo wrote that shit. And Neo had some bangers in the early 2000s too, man. Damn. Like, Neo made some good ass music in the early 2000s too, which I don't know. From, like, what I was looking at, I mean, yeah, he had some good ones too. But that Maria, Maria, something's on the West Side Story, something, no, I don't know. Remember like a movie star. Oh, Maria, Maria. I feel bad for the people that aren't watching the video. Like, you're not watching this on YouTube because I'm, like, kind of, like, you know, dancing with it. But if you just tune in, like, on SoundCloud and iTunes, just to let you know, I'm kind of moving to that song by Santana, Maria Maria. It's like, dude, for sure, that's probably, like, one of my favorite songs. Just because it's R&B, but it also has, like, you know, you can, like, move to it. Like, when I was a kid, like, I liked to dance, you know what I'm saying? I used to want to be a dancer. I was even in a dance crew, bro. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, just the kind of music that can just make you move. It's just like, damn, that's the good ass music. The music that just can just make you move, bro. You're just like, ooh, okay. Maria, Maria. But yeah, man. And then there's, like, some classics like It Wasn't Me. Banging on the sofa, wasn't me. I mean, on my sofa, wasn't me. You had her on the counter, wasn't me. Shaggy, man. That was such a good song. I don't even remember like watching the music video to that song, but that song just alone is just it's dope. I remember even now like going to the club and like when they play that song, it's just like, bro, throwback. But yeah, there's that song and there's like, yo, Twista, Slow Jams. Bro. Twista's verse, he kills that shit. He goes so fast, and I can say a part of it. Like some of it. But like, man, that song is so good. I don't even know. That had nothing to do with the music. Had nothing to do with the song. I just did that just to do it. And also, I Wanna Know by Joe. So on the way back from the bar the other night, I told my homie, I was like, put on this song, I Wanna Know by Joe. It kind of rhymes. I Wanna Know by Joe. I told my homie to put that song on, and then he was like, what the fuck? What song is that? And like, I was like, dude, just put the fucking song on. I want to hear it. Anyways, fast forward, he puts the song on. And dude, like that song, if you know what that song is, like that song is so like, how can I say this? It's like so romantic. Like it's literally the definition of true love, in my opinion. Like if you don't know what I'm talking about, stop listening to this podcast right now. Go on Spotify, go on iTunes, type in I Wanna Know by Joe. I Wanna Know by Joe. Go type it in, go listen to it. Pause this podcast and then come back and then you'll know what the fuck I'm talking about. But like I was saying, yo, this song is literally the definition of love. I want to look up the lyrics real quick because obviously I don't want to put it on. I don't want to play it during my podcast, but let me pull up the lyrics because, yo, the ending, when he really gets into it at the very end, my mouse. Where's my mouse at? Where he really gets into it at the very end, man, bro. Just fast forward to the end of the song. That's all I'm saying. Fast forward to the end. Fast forward to the bridge. And he's like, tell me what I got to do to please you. Baby, anything you'll say, I'll do. Because I only want to make you happy. From the bottom of my heart, it's true. Tell me what I got to please you. Baby, anything you say, I'll do. Because I only want to make you happy. From the bottom of my heart, it's true. Man, I wish I could sing, but I can't, guys. I'm sorry. But, dude, just, man, it's just... Honestly, this is probably one of my favorite, like, just straight, like, R&B song. That's just, like, not so much dancing, but, like, just pure love. Like, just love, dude. Like, fuck. Like, loving a girl like this, loving a girl the way this song describes it, yo, bro, that's some intimate, real-ass shit. That's some real-ass shit. If you can love a girl like this, yo, that's fucking love, bro. In my opinion, that's fucking love. But yeah, I Want to Know by Joe. That might be the title of this fucking YouTube video. I Want to Know by Joe, just because it just, I don't know, I like it's funny. It's kind of rhymes in a way, I guess. But then, man, like, okay, I want to know if you know this fucking song, Superman by Brown Boy. Where my Hispanics at, bro? Where the fuck my Hispanics at, bro? If you Hispanic, you know this fucking song. And if you somebody else and you know this fucking song, yo, props, straight up. Blessed. Hashtag blessed. Thank you. Because this song, Superman, Brown Boy, bro, I completely forgot about this song until today. Like, my homie played this song for me today, and I was like, I gotta talk about this on the podcast, like, for sure. Brown Boy, Superman, dog. I just let me pull up the lyrics real quick, bro, because like there's like Superman by Eminem. I'm not talking about Superman by Eminem. I'm talking about Superman by Brown Boy. All right, don't get that shit twisted, bruh. It's not Superman by Eminem. Shout out to Eminem though. He's a real ass nigga. He's real ass. And I love Eminem. I respect the shit out of him. But this is Brown Boy. You know what I'm saying? And, bro, man, dude, the chorus is just like, I can be your Superman. I don't even know how to do it. But, bro, Man, I wish I could sing for y'all, but I cannot sing to save my goddamn life. So, I'm sorry. You gotta hear me sing and hear me try to sing this shit, but it's not gonna happen. Like, it just says I can be yo Superman. I can be yo Superman, yo Superman, yo Superman. Oh man, that's like kind of like the Eminem song, but yeah, dude, Brown Boy, Superman, like, bro, classic. Like, I feel like since I am Hispanic, obviously, I mean, just this song and like you got like Baby Bash and you got like Frankie J and you got like MB Riders, like that's kind of like, like a Hispanic community kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know for sure. I'm not like I don't know. This is just my thought, like kind of like Hispanic community kind of thing. But yeah, that's another song. And if I'm naming any songs that y'all do not know, like I said, stop this podcast, go listen to that music real quick, and then obviously come back and finish the podcast. But for sure, like, check out all the music I'm talking about if you don't know what I'm talking about. And then also, obviously, like, later on in like the 2000s, Lil Wayne was getting hot. So Lil Wayne was featuring on like every fucking song, you know what I'm saying? And then we got this song, Lil Wayne, called You. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, it's a good ass song, right? You, man, such a good song, bro. Like again, I'm just gonna keep on pulling up the lyrics for each song just so you can know what I'm talking about. Kind of help you out with, this is what AJ's talking about. This makes sense. But yeah, You by Lloyd featuring Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne's verse kills it, bruh. Kills it. But overall, the song like makes you want to dance. I remember the music video was like, they were like, in LA they have like the bridges, like where the what do you call them? The trenches, kind of where the water goes, like the river trenches. I don't know what the fuck you call it. But that's where the music video was shot. And I just like, this is another song. This is another R&B hit that like you can dance to, you can move to. And it's just like, man, bro. I just even when it first comes on, man, you're just like, it's a major move right here, baby. You got to get with it to get lost. You understand? Yeah, it's Young Lord reporting live from Atlanta, Georgia. Wizzy F, baby. Just like, man, dude, like, ooh, bro, the start of that song, I was like, yo, let's go. And honestly, when I stop recording this podcast, I'm probably just going to put this music on and just chill, edit this shit, and just bump this shit, bro, because I just love this music so goddamn much. But yeah, man, it's a Lil Wayne, You song, like, bro, Lloyd kills it, intro's good, and then the homie Lil Wayne comes in. And this song came out like in, let me see, this song came out, damn, I might have wrote this down. I don't know. Let me see. No, I didn't write it down. Let me see. I think the song came out like in 2004, maybe? No, it had to be later. Maybe. Hold on. Damn, I don't know. I don't know when it came out. Let me see. Shit. My bad, guys. 2000. Oh no, maybe 2009. Yeah, 2009. So it didn't come out to, like I said, later on in 2000, like at the very end of 2000. Came out in 2009. But man, dude, bro, such a good song. Such a good song, dude. Like, go check it out now. Go. But yeah, man, You, Lloyd, Lil Wayne. And at that time, like, even Drake was coming out with some shit in, like, 2009. That's when he dropped, like, So Far Gone. And then he got Best I've Ever Had, which is, like, I don't know, kind of an R&B song, but kind of like a hip-hop song. It's kind of, like, on the fence, But you got that song, too, which is a dope song. But, yeah, you're already in the late 2000s, about to be, the teens, you know what I'm saying? But, man, just, I feel like Lloyd... That song, and then I really don't know what else other songs. If y'all know any other songs that he's been in that he's made some dope shit, like, yo, let me know, man, for real, because like at this time Usher's already put out, because by far Usher my boy, Usher gonna be my favorite, man. For at this time Usher already put out what I think like I want to say like three albums, maybe 4. I don't know for sure. But at this time, he was already like, and like Usher, ooh, boy, what up, man? Shit, put some Usher on. Let's go, man. I'm down. I'm down to go, dude, for real. But yeah, man, just 2000s music, bro. Good times. Just looking at it, good times. But yeah, guys. And I mean, there's some more songs I didn't even talk about on this list. I literally have a list of songs that I wrote down, and I could have easily like just wrote like 3 pages of this shit, because I mean, there's so much great music in the early 2000s, and then just 2000s in general, man. Like 2000s had so many hits. Like when I was doing research for this shit, like I was looking up articles, and bro, there was articles of like top 100 songs of the 2000s in the decade. And I went through it and I was like, man, there was so much good music that came out. And I'm thinking about it. And when we get to the future, looking at 2010 to 2020, what songs are going to stand out? There's going to be some great ass musics too. Like, man, this is the one thing that I am very passionate about is music. Like, I can't make music. Obviously, I can't sing. I'm not a professional dancer. But to me, music is a key part of my life. And I'm pretty sure it's a key part to a lot of y'all's lives too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but to me, music is like, if there wasn't no music in the world, I wouldn't want to fucking be here. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all could agree with me on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keeping it 100, keeping it real. If there ain't no music, I don't fucking want to be here, bro. Like, it is what it is, because that's how much I love music. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all can relate. Because imagine this fucking world with no music. Kiss my fucking ass. I don't want to be here. Fuck that, nigga. I'd rather be somewhere else. Fuck that. Thank God we got music, man. Because without music, this world would suck. But yeah, man, so much good music that came out early 2000s. So much good music that came out from 2010 to now. And just, I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what new music is going to come out. But like I said, there's not been and will never be music, R&B music, like it was back in the early 2000s when I was a kid listening to that shit. Just never again. To this day, there's not been, in my opinion, there's not been music like that. And if I'm wrong, correct me. You know, I'm a very humble person. Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And if I am wrong, show me. But like I said, in my opinion, there's not been some R&B hits and music like there was in the early 2000s. To me, the greatest fucking time for R&B hits is early 2000s, late 90s. Hands down. My opinion. Let me know your thoughts. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate every single one of y'all motherfuckers that are listening to this podcast right now. Thank you so much. And that's it for this one. I'm going to go chill. Have a good night, you know. But that's it. Peace. I mean, by myself, I went like 30 minutes. Yo, we did that shit, boy.